And now to the 2021 appropriation bill as passed by the National Assembly today. We're joined now on the News at 10 by the Chairman, Senate Committee on Appropriations, Senator Jibrin Barau. He joins us from our studio in Abuja. Senator Barau, thank you for joining us on the News at 10.
Good for having me.
Great to have you. And how did the lawmakers arrive at the final figure of 13.588 trillion naira approved today?
Well, it's a long process that cannot be fully explained in this program. We have our subcommittees, and we had to work. They work, for days or for weeks, and we got the recommendations and also have some further requests from the executive, and we put all those things together before we came up with what we presented today as a report, and it was approved by both chambers of the National Assembly.
The difference between the figure the House passed and the lawmakers, the National Assembly passed, and that presented by the President is almost 600 billion naira. In taking this decision, did you consider funding of the budget?
We told you, you saw in the report that there was under projection of the total revenue to the tune of 100 billion. So we decided to bring that into our revenue projection and then get that appropriated accordingly. Not only that, the executive also brought a request for the upscaling of the NSIP program, which we know is very, very important to help the poorest of the poor, those who are in abject poverty. And such spendings will also help in reflecting the economy and helping the economy to come out of its current state of recession. So that request will also take into the process. And so that's why you have an increase in terms of what we need to spend in 2021. The 365 billion for NSIP, and then the extra money we got, or the fact that we're able to see that the revenue was under projected, and that money, about 100 billion, was brought in and then appropriated accordingly. So that's why you find an increase in terms of the total amount we are going to spend in 2021 when compared to what the President brought to us ab initio.
I'm just wondering whether there is any provision for the procurement of vaccines there for Nigerians. We heard the Senate President earlier on saying how dissatisfied he is with the preparations that have been made by the federal government for the procurement of the vaccines to vaccinate Nigerians, beg your pardon. Was that also factored, or is that factored in the 2021 appropriation bill?
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, if you saw what we rolled out today in respect to as contained in our report, we made mention of the fact that even though the oil price benchmark as proposed by the executive was $40 and is still $40 per barrel, the oil price in the international market has gotten up to, is hovering about around $49, $50, or even $51. So we said, we had, initially some came with the thought that why can't we adjust the price and then get more funds so that we can address issues that need funding. Then we said, no. We should allow the executive to have the latitude to harvest this money and bring up supplemental appropriations later whenever it deems fit. But in the closing remarks by the Senate President, we never knew that he had had discussion with the executive and government about the, getting vaccines for Nigerians. So it was then he said they started initial discussion with the executive to bring up supplemental appropriations later in 2021 to have this vaccine for Nigerians. So it's something that will come later, probably in the supplemental appropriations bill that is going to be brought in 2021. So that has not been captured into the 2021 budget as passed today by the National Assembly. Not at all.
Pretty interesting, considering we should be talking about procurement of vaccines. Chairman, Senate Committee on Appropriations, Senator Jibrin Barau, thank you for joining us again on the News at 10.